Want to bring you some more breaking news that's just now coming into our newsroom. Putting up this tweet from Fox's Bill Malusian as well. This all has to do with Kilmar Abrego Garcia. As a Maryland federal judge, Paula Xinis has just issued an order that will block ICE from arresting the Maryland man known as Kilmar Abrego Garcia. This is upon his release on bail in Tennessee for his federal human trafficking charges. Judge Xinis is also ordering a 72-hour pause on any efforts to deport him to a third-party country without sufficient notice and due process. I want to put up some video as well that we have of Kilmar Abrego Garcia. We've been following this story very closely here on LiveNOW from Fox. If you haven't put a face to the name, this is him. Ultimately, we do know that, again, it was just within the last hour that federal judge in Maryland has now prohibited the Trump administration from taking Abrego Garcia into immediate immigration custody if he is released from jail in Tennessee while awaiting those charges. The U.S. District Judge Paula Xinis ordered the U.S. government to provide notice of 3 business days if Immigration and Customs Enforcement intends to initiate deportation proceedings against Abrego Garcia. The judge also ordered the government to restore the federal supervision that Abrego Garcia was under before he was wrongfully deported to his native El Salvador back in March. That supervision had allowed Abrego Garcia to live and work in Maryland for several years while he periodically checked in with ICE. Abrego Garcia, of course, we know has become a prominent face in the debate over President Trump's immigration policies following his wrongful expulsion to El Salvador earlier this year. Trump's administration violated a U.S. immigration judge's order in 2019 that shields Abrego Garcia from deportation to El Salvador because he likely faces threats of gang violence while there. So ultimately, Xinis' order was handed down just 3 minutes before the judge in Nashville, U.S. District Judge Waverly Crenshaw, issued a separate order earlier today saying that Abrego Garcia should be released from criminal custody pending trial date in January. Judge Crenshaw said in his order that the government failed to provide any evidence that there is something in Abrego's history that warrants detention. Ultimately, we do know that this is continuing to be a developing case as well, and we also want to stay on top of it here on LiveNOW from Fox.